after the erection day, November the 9th. So I wanted to talk with you for a few minutes about when the power goes off. It's a big deal. Everybody needs to have their own preparations, their plan, so on and so forth, to get you and your family through whatever it is that's coming down the pike, right? So my thing is I have SHTF, shit hitting the fan, hot tent hammocks and cots that are extremely mobile. Every one of my bags in my car, my spare car, my truck, my wife's car, my wife's spare car, my kids' cars has hammocks, a hot tent, and I don't get paid by them. They've sent me some equipment, one Tigris stoves. Ugh. So with that, you have to kind of pay attention to what kind of stove you have, what kind of length of twig or wood it can take. Unfortunately for me, one Tigris has sent me probably the cheapest, crappiest stove ever online. So I have to watch how big of a chunk of wood did I throw in there. So this is what I've been up to here for about the past 2 hours. Let's see if I can get it here. So these are just branches that have kind of fallen down throughout my yard. The past weekend was, I don't know, my wife says is 60, 66, 67, 68 mile an hour winds, even though her smartphone said that the winds for my area were like 21 miles an hour, which I have to call bull crap on. What are you going to do when the power goes off? What are you going to do when you wake up one morning and you say, man, it's cold as hell in here? Or, yep, my phones are dead, my car won't start. I don't know what's going to happen, people. Nobody does. I don't have a crystal ball, but I do have the intestinal fortitude to slowly prepare myself, my family, my kids, my in-laws, so on and so forth, for the worst possible time that they could possibly ever endure. Most of them know all you have to do is get here and you'll be okay. For those that don't know me or my location or think nothing is ever going to happen, I think you're in for a rude awakening. Look at yesterday. For 6-8 months, past year, everybody said, oh, we're going to have a red wave scroll through and all the Democrats are going to be Republicans now and so on and so forth. How'd that work out for you? Right? Probably not good. Not the way you were led to believe things were going to happen. So what are you going to do when the power don't turn on? I hope you have hand tools. I hope you have some intestinal fortitude to know how to use various equipment. An axe, hatchet. Let's get that back in there. A handsaw. You know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do for heat? What are you going to do for water? What are you going to do for food? What are you going to do for security? I don't know what to tell everybody. I'm just a normal guy living life. I own my own business. I just get more gooder, right? Stack, stock, have a plan. If you have a 2 or 3 story home, have escape routes. Actually run your family through your plan. Where do you see yourself being in case of a SHTF event, right? Because I can tell you right now where you're not going to be. You're not going to be sitting on your porch drinking beer, smoking a stogie, saying, yep, everything's falling apart around me, except here. So what are you going to do? What's your plan? I encourage everybody here on YouTube to come up with a plan. Challenge me. October, the end of October, November, and December, typically slow months of the year for me, just because it's the holiday season. Most businesses don't really want to spend any money that they don't have to. But in the same point, they have to stay within their state's stack permitting. So whether they want me there or not, I have to come in and do their combustion dune on their boilers, hot water heaters, so on and so forth, to keep them within compliance to whatever their permit that they're paying every year for states, right? So if they're, I'll leave that out of it. But what's your guys' plan? Where do you see yourself with shit hitting the fan? Excuse my language, but I'm pretty sure you guys have heard worse come out of my mouth. What are you going to do? I know what I'm going to do. And most people will probably get shot because a lot of people are going to go to Walgreens for those prescriptions that they can trade, or booze that they can barter with, or whatever. Or taking the last pack of Pampers off the shelf is going to get you stuck or shot or whatever. When the lights go down, I have generators. I have multi-fuel generators. I have solar powered generators. So while most of your common, I don't want to call them a RERE, but most of your common REREs are going to be out pillaging and destroying town and doing whatever, right? I'm so far out of town, it's kind of comical. The most traffic I see around my place is dump trucks, semis, farmers, farm equipment, so on and so forth, which is awesome for me. But not everybody has that. But what are you gonna do? What's your plan? I'm gonna ask each and every one of my subscribers to challenge me. Challenge me with what you think you're gonna do in comparison to what you think I'm going to do. When the balloon finally goes up, no, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you when it's gonna happen or how it's gonna happen, but it's inevitable. It's bound to happen. I gotta set my phone here for a split second, folks. Yeah, maybe not. Let's go this way. It is inevitable. It is going to happen. Something will happen. Somebody will take that first shot. Somebody will fire that first round. Somebody's gonna hit that button. Somebody's gonna do something stupid. Some congressman that we didn't even vote into place is gonna do something really fucking retarded. It's life. It's how it's gonna happen, I think. Now, this is strictly satire. I can't tell you guys what to do. I'm no financial planner. I'm nothing. I'm a cog in a belt to a system that I thankfully ripped myself out of years and years ago. And by doing so, my wife asked me if I was actually okay, because I was working 18, 20-hour days, paying off property, getting rental properties paid for, doing remodels to them, this and that and the other. But I'm curious to see what everybody else's thoughts, mindset, plan, process, what is everybody else going to do out there? While most of the fools are out getting shot or stabbed or stampeded, going after that last can of beans or bag of beans or rice or whatever from Walmart or your Piggly Wiggly or your Kroger or whichever. That ain't gonna be me. I won't be there. I'm stacked, I'm stocked, and I'm loaded. So where do you think I'm gonna be? Sitting on my porch having a smoky, drinking a beer? Nope. I'm gonna be so far burrowed into the shit on my property that you might walk past me 15, 20, 100 times. You wouldn't even know I'm there. But if you're a threat to me, my family, my property, my home, that threat will be met by whatever means I deem necessary. And that's only when, there's a rule without law, right? Shit hitting the fan. Do I want it to happen? No, but in a weird way, I'd just assume it just kind of get over with, kick off, and let's start rebuilding the United States of America. Because it's inevitable. It's got to happen. The fiat currency that we all trade for is labor. It's too far jacked up in order to get repaired. Something bad's got to happen in order to keep everything in check, right? But I'm curious, folks. I mean this wholeheartedly. I hope you have been listening to me or other people out there that tell you to get prepared, stockpile, at least 5-6 months, a year's worth of food. Have a plan. Know what you're going to do. I know with me, I take a lot of people that I shouldn't take, but I take their intelligence for granted. And when I say that, I mean I just expect them to know exactly what I'm thinking or my plan is, and it's never going to work out. Communicate your plan, drill it, train it, live it, and go on from there. You should have hand tools to be able to do various equipment repairs, cut down a tree limb like I just did. I cut down this, see it, right there ish. I cut down that tree with nothing more than a fucking hatchet. This guy. It's walnut. It's good wood. Smells good when you burn it. I need it. I'm going to cut it down now, and I can burn it probably. It depends on what I burn it in. If I burn it in my wood stove in the house, I need to wait for at least 6 months to a year to let it get seasoned. If I burn it in my hot stove, I gotta make sure it's hot when I put it in there. I'm hoping, I think in this weekend's forecast is snow for my area, so I'm kind of hoping to be able to put my hot tent up and use it for what it's exactly used for, keeping you warm in a life-saving event. It's not meant for long-term living. It's rapidly deployable. I have the wherewithal and the intestinal fortitude to use it. So stay tuned, folks. It's Wednesday, November the 9th. This was kind of an unplanned live event, but I'm asking you, each and everybody out there in YouTube world, what you're gonna do when the doo-doo hits that nuclear fan. I don't know, folks. I don't have all the answers, but I'm curious, and I need a good challenge at this point in my day, my life. This is Dirty Like the Government, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Be safe. Get more gooder.